Welcome back, guys. So due to my digging, I found out who Sinicia Price is and who he was. Sinicia Price was a loving dad to his daughter, and he also had a son. And this is the man that they're alleging was somehow connected to DThang's murder. And on that night, he was shot in a separate incident in another location in the area where DThang died, in the city. However, due to my digging, this man seemingly on the surface had nothing to do or any affiliation with OTF or DThang. And in my opinion, due to my research, I really am not seeing at this point that he had anything to do with DThang's murder or is the alleged unknown identified male that shot DThang. However, due to me digging down deeply in this rabbit hole, I also came across something else, guys. Remember we talked about DThang's marketer, the man that said that he was very uncomfortable and he wanted to get in the truck and leave right after the shooting occurred? And remember, we talked about Mr. Devonar English. However, Devonar English at this point in time has not been identified by me. However, once again, guys, keep in mind, so we all know who the players are. This is Seneca. This was the man that was shot, once again. Where I said that the name sounds female, this is the guy right here. But one thing I want to state before I move forward is that this man was shot in a separate incident a couple of hours after. The police might want to go ahead and do a press conference and retract what they are alleging too early in the investigation. Remember how they stated that there was an unidentified male that shot DThang and he was on the scene and he ran away and got away? Remember how they stated that the marketer gave a description of how the guy looked? And he also alleged that the security guard gave the same description. So you would think that they knew how the unidentified shooter looked. However, this has not came out and he has not been stated to be that unidentified shooter. And another thing, guys, how was he an unidentified shooter if they gave a description? Pay attention to the details. Because this is some bullshitty shit all up in the game, and Lil Durk is in this. Moving forward. Due to my extensive digging, this is the marketer. Yes, guys, for OTF, Lil Durk's record label. And his name is Ali. And this is the man that stated to the police that he wanted to jump into the SUV and drive off because he felt very emotional after the shooting of DThang. Yes, guys, this is the marketer. And not only that, he represents himself as Lil Durk's management. He's the creative marketer and he's their brand enhancer. So the question is, Mr. Ali Gold, you were over the record label and one of your artists gets shot and killed and shot in the head, and all you can think about is wanting to leave the scene? This is very odd. Now you would think that DThang was shot and killed and this was the marketer and he seen the unidentified shooter and also the security guard. So why would he say he wanted to leave because he felt emotional? You would think he would want to give the police the information about the unidentified shooter's actual description. And not only that, you would think he would be over there performing CPR or trying to check on DThang and make sure he's fine and see what's going on with his condition. But he clearly stood and said he wanted to leave. Now, guys, don't get this twisted, because I'm from and born in Chicago myself. And the way that they deal with things when family members or friends or whoever are murdered, they usually don't want to talk to the police. They don't want to identify the person or turn that person in because they are going to come back and kill that person. That's how we get down in Chi-Town. But his statement was rather odd at that particular moment. Did he just state that he was emotional? Were there any tears? Were there any frustration or anger? He just simply stated And this was what it said in black and white, that he wanted to leave because he felt emotional. Instead of probably just saying, I'm overwhelmed and I'm not feeling well right now and I gotta go. But if you're feeling emotional and your artist just got killed and shot in the head, you would think he would want medical attention since you're feeling so emotional. However, I am continuing to dig, guys, and we got the characters and all of the players that are lined up. One person that is missing, and this is another person that is a key witness, allegedly, is Mr. Devonar English. If you guys have any information and want to send me anything, please feel free to do so. Until then, I'm going to continue to dig, but I just wanted to bring faces with these names so you guys know who and what and why. But we haven't gotten to the why yet, but we know who and who said what, and you can see their face and what their position is. Another thing, guys, this is Rel. This is a very, very, very close friend of DThang's. He also considered DThang as being his brother. Rel is a basketball player and very much well accomplished in the game today. However, something does not sit right with me, because Rel was always with DThang, but on this particular night when DThang was at Club Ocean, Rel was nowhere around or to be seen. And seemingly that these guys were together almost practically all the time. Why was Rel not with him on that night? We will dig further and get into that information and go down that rabbit hole as well. See, these rabbit holes have streets and avenues, and we must venture each and every one of them if we want to get to the truth. So stay tuned, guys. Like this video, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Until the next video.